Hey guys, in this month's top 5, I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite book dedications. So it's the month of giving thanks, so I thought what better top 5 to do for this month than doing book dedications. You know, the little things right at the front of the book where the author is thanking whoever they want to thank. So I have chose 5 that are some of my particular favorite book dedications. Some of them are serious, some of them are super hilarious. But yeah, let's get going. At number 5, I have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. What I particularly like about this dedication in this book is that J.K. Rowling's dedication is in the shape of the lightning bolts, like the lightning bolt scar on Harry's forehead, which is genius. The dedication of this book is split 7 ways. To Neil, to Jessica, to David, to Kinsey, to Dee, to Anne, and to you, if you have stuck with Harry until the very end. I just love this final dedication in this final Harry Potter book. It's just very poignant and very touching, something very moving to it, and yeah, like I said, the fact that it's in the shape of the lightning bolt scar, which just makes it even more perfect. At number 4, I have A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. Okay, the dedications in all 13 of these books are just so hilarious. The first thing you have to know is that Lemony Snicket, the author, who is actually known by Daniel Handler in real life, Lemony Snicket is also a character within this series. So the dedications at the beginning of each book are super hilarious, but kind of morbid at the same time. It's something kind of sad and depressing by the time you reach the end of the series. Like I said, there are 13 dedications, but I'm just going to go through the first 5 books just to give you guys a taste of what the dedications are, because after a while they're pretty much the same sort of thing. And also to let you know, like I said, Lemony Snicket is a character within the book. Not only is he the writer, but he also, in his dedications, is referring to a woman named Beatrice. And Beatrice is like the great love of Lemony Snicket's life. So yeah, starting with book 1, The Bad Beginning. To Beatrice, darling, dearest, dead. And then moving on into the reptile room. For Beatrice, my love for you shall live forever. You, however, did not. And then the wide window. For Beatrice, I would much prefer it if you were alive and well. And then the miserable mill. To Beatrice, my love flew like a butterfly until death swooped down like a bat. As the poet Emma Montaigne McElroy said, that's the end of that. And then the last one I'll share with you comes from the Ulster Academy. For Beatrice, you will always be in my heart, in my mind, and in your grave. See what I mean? It's like the dedications in these books, it's like they're weirdly humorous, like kind of dark black comedy, if you get my drift, and yeah, kind of morbid and depressing. But yeah, all 13 books of A Series of Unfortunate Events run in a very similar vein. Him saying for Beatrice and then making up something and yeah, ending and referencing in some fashion her being dead. At number 3, I have The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. This dedication, C.S. Lewis, it sounds like he is dedicating it to his goddaughter named Lucy. My dear Lucy, I wrote this story for you, but when I began it, I had not realized that girls grow quicker than books. As a result, you are already too old for fairy tales, and by the time it is printed and bound, you will be older still. But someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again. You can then take it down from some upper shelf, dust it, and tell me what you think of it. I shall probably be too deaf to hear and too old to understand a word you say, but I shall still be your affectionate godfather, C.S. Lewis. That's just so beautiful, so touching. I just love this whole thing about it's just a big old thing about childhood, you know, that he's saying, you know, you'll be a little girl, but you won't be a little girl forever. You'll quickly outgrow fairy tales, but when you're older, you'll be perhaps nostalgic and want to pick up fairy tales again. And it's just really beautiful and touching, and I love it so much. And I'm guessing, you know, since his goddaughter is named Lucy, I'm assuming she's the inspiration behind Lucy Pevensey in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which I think makes it even more special. At number 2, I have The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons. For my beloved grandparents, Maria and Lev Handler, who have lived through World War I, the Russian Revolution, and the Russian Civil War, who have lived through World War II, the Siege of Leningrad, and evacuation, through famine and purges, through Lenin and Stalin, and in the golden twilight of their lives, through 20 non-air-conditioned summers in New York. God bless you. I just love this one as well. Paulina Simons is dedicating it to her grandparents. I guess just from the sound of this, they used to live in Russia, and they survived 2 world wars and the Russian Revolution, and then, yeah, I guess they immigrated to New York at some point in their later lives, and yeah, they lived through 20 non-air-conditioned summers. Like all this other stuff, these other horrors that they've had to go through, and then, yeah, ending with these non-air-conditioned summers. Just a very meaningful ending to the dedication, I think. And at number 1, I have Austenland by Shannon Hale. You guys, this is far and away one of my favorite book dedications. When I first picked up this book and I read the dedication, I died laughing. I was in the bookstore and I died laughing. So yeah, get this. For Colin Firth, you're a really great guy, but I'm married, so I think we should just be friends. I love that. I love that so much, you guys. It makes me wonder if Colin Firth knows that he's dedicated to in a book. I would think that would be pretty hilarious. But yeah, Austenland, it's about this young woman who's obsessed with Jane Austen, especially Pride and Prejudice and Mr. Darcy. She's so in love with that world, and she goes to this like resort that's pretty much like a Pride and Prejudice world that you can live in, and you have to pay for it, and you get to dress up like the characters and stuff. So yeah, I just love how she dedicates it to Colin Firth, who is one of the most popular Mr. Darcys, and yeah, it's just super hilarious. So that's it for this month's top 5. In the comments below, what book dedications do you guys like? Are there some really sad ones you like? Are there some really heartwarming ones you like? Are there some really hilarious ones? Just share with me down below. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you liked this top 5, you may like these other top 5s. Bye, guys.